that journey, reflecting back, do you sometimes talk to yourself?
Yes.
What do you tell yourself?
I sometimes cry. I cry a lot because it makes me emotional. Yeah.
How did you get involved in philanthropic work?
Okay, so it all started from Trotro Diaries. I visited my girlfriend, now my wife, in Central Region. Then I saw a little boy who was carrying a big firewood. What he wore was a tattered dress. He was barefooted. So when I saw it, I just took a picture of it because I saw myself in him. Because back in the days, I was staying in Asasawa, a village called Akohia, and then Mensandawa, these two places. We go to farm. Sometimes we walk barefooted to school. Um, Carrying those firewood were a thing that we do. So I posted it and shared that experience. Like I can see myself in this boy. Then there was this woman who saw it and said, "Nana, I saw you post this little boy. I just, even though you never asked for money or anything, I want to give you 200 cedis to give to this boy." And I said, "Okay, why not?" Then I took the money, gave it to the boy, took a picture, and then reposted it. That this is, even though people were bashing me that I could have done this and this is the result that came out of it. And people were like, "Oh, they also want to get involved." And people were like, "Okay, they don't want this boy to be carrying this firewood or the log on his head again." So they gave me money to buy him a wheelbarrow so that anytime he get the firewood, he just put it on it and push it. Then people asked whether he's schooling. Yes. And then they got him stationery. Aside that, he was having some ringworm on the head. And then people also donated, and then I took him to the hospital. So when I took him to the hospital, he was treated and all that. Even with that, he was able to get we were able to get some money, which I think that at the time, 10 million at the time, I think 1,000 Ghana, is it 1,000 Ghana cedis? Yes,
Yeah,
1,000 Ghana
thousand.
cedis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 1,000 Ghana cedis. So that was left, and then we said, okay, what can we do? We put it into an M fund. So that money is sitting down for him, growing till when he gets to 18 years, he can go and then cash it out for himself.
Right. So that's actually the beginning, the
That,
genesis of this whole
yes.
thing.
So that story went viral. Like that was the first time I saw myself appearing on blogs, pages like GHBase, Yen.com and all that. I was like, wow. So meaning say, even though I know negative news do travel more than anything, but
Yeah.
this is a positive thing that is trending. And I really want things to go in a positive way. Yeah.
Right. You said you could relate to that boy
Yes.
in a certain situation. What
Yes.
do you mean when you say you can relate? What is your story?
Okay, so I'm from a humble beginning, a humble background. My dad and I, we were living in the village until my grandma, she's no more now. She did so much for us. She saw us and then she was like, okay, all her grandkids were doing well in the city, in exception of us. So she pleaded with one of my uncles, who is also late now. He told him, okay, can we bring this my grandkids to the city? At least let them have a very good education. Guess what? When I came, when the people said, when I got to my class, I think class 4, they said you are welcome. I was standing there. I don't even know how to respond, whether thank you or whatsoever. I was just standing there, and that was how everything started. When I started, I was very good at maths, but the rest no. So we were about 52, and I'll be the last person. But I keep up, and guess what? I became the first when we finished with the GHS. I topped the whole class by the grace of God.
All right. So you finish JHS
GHS, yes,
and then you top your class. There's
yes,
no money home. So
yes.
how did you proceed then
Okay,
to
so
the next level?
after finishing, in church, I attend the Church of Pentecost. So in church, um, they knew I've passed, but people were going to school. Like school has resumed, and everybody was going to school. And then now it left with me. Still, I couldn't go. So, 3 weeks to time, my father went to see the headmaster of the school and pleaded with him that this is what my son had got. but then there's no money to bring him to school. So when the headmaster saw my grade, he was like, oh no, this is a good grade. And then he wanted to give me a Greek, but I told him I wanted general science. And he said the class was full. But because looking at my grade, he said no, he'll put me there. And he told him that anytime he gets the money, she can be paying those monies.
So you went to school on credit?
Yes, I went to school on credit. And God being so good, 3 weeks to exams. That was 3 weeks to exams.
Yeah.
I wrote the exam. I did so well. I think the second term and third term, I did so well, and I had a government scholarship. And then as well, I applied for Plan Ghana, and I also had additional, how will I say, funding from scholarship. So I was on 2 scholarships, and even when I finished, I had some money that they gave back to me.
You are genius then. Anyway, you talking about my father took me to the school to plead with the headmaster. Where were your mom?
I lost my mom in 2001. We lost her.
This is not your first time in the UK.
Yes, I've been.
What brought you in the first place to the UK?
Okay, so there's a little girl by name Patience. Patience. I think she'll be 7 years now or so. They had an accident when she was 3 years. She and her mom were the only survivors. About 20 people lost their life.
In an accident?
Yes, in a motor accident. Yeah, everybody died, in exception of her and her mom. So due to the severity of the accident, she lost her leg. So she's been limping on one leg, jumping on one leg. When I met her, she wasn't even having any crutches or anything. That should tell them how the situation in which they are. And her mom was also having leg injury. So they were kept at a herbalist. And then one guy saw it, who is a follower of me, saw it and said, oh, Nana, I've been seeing this girl jumping on her leg. Is there something you can do about it? And fortunately, at the time, it was a birthday. So I went there to capture it, posted on I just celebrated her on her birthday. And she was jumping, no crutch or anything. So people were like, okay, Nana, can we get her a crutch? And I was like, okay, I didn't handle anything.
Which people?
Okay, my followers.
Okay.
Yeah, my followers. People were like, Nana, can I buy her crutches or something? I'm like, yeah, it's possible. Then there was one guy, Black Hino, Peter Mills. He's in the US. He said, Nana, I've seen you post this. I really want to change this girl's life. Can we get a prosthetic leg? And I said, yes. He said, I have someone in the UK who can do it better for her. So he and his friends, Daniel Warbeck was one of them.
Yeah, Daniel.
Simon Adingra was also part. Denta and all those people, they came together, made some GoFundMe, and that was how come we landed here in the UK.
These are great individuals, the names you've mentioned.
Yes. And that was what brought us here. And she had a leg, and as I speak to you now, there was also another follower of mine. He's called Mohammed. He doesn't want me to mention a whole lot about him. He said, okay, I'll take care of her education. So as I'm speaking to you right now, we've put her into school, and she's in one of the private schooling.
Nana, you have over 500,000 followers.
Yes.
And every morning you have to wake up and pick your phone. Now, when you open your eyes and you decide to go and pick your phone, what runs through your mind?
Request. These are the first major things that comes.
And do you actually see those things?
Every present day. In a day, if I'm not mistaken, not less than 40 to 50 messages, like 50 messages on daily basis. People asking for requests, or people just saying hello, hi, and sometimes with the hello leads to something of that sort. Yes.
But how do you verify if those claims are
true? So
what
happens is we don't even send the money to you directly. We make sure we pay into the school account and all that.
All right, so people don't use it as a way to.
Oh, there was one time somebody posted on Tell It All. Tell It All was the one who gave me the platform to kind of do my humanity work. Okay. Tell It All. It's very huge, and they gave me the platform that, okay, Nana, I see you do some of these things. I'm giving the whole platform for you too. And that was where I grew myself from. Even though I was popular on Trotro Diaries, and also popular on Teletalk, but Teletalk gave me the humanity side, and then with Trotro Diaries gave me that visibility too as well.
Now we are talking about about 500,000 followers for
Yes.
just one person. That's huge. So you have a base. Now, when you have been able to raise a successful campaign
Yeah.
to change somebody's life,
Yeah.
what goes through our mind?
I'm the happiest person. And that day, ah, I feel so relieved. Sometimes when people say, thank you, thank you. You know, sometimes I walk in town, even when I came to the UK here, I meet people and they're like, Nana, good job, good job. That alone is a big feeling. So sometimes I see people, I'll be in the bus or something, I train there, someone will be like, Nana, I know you. You're in Ghana, you are doing a great job. Then somebody will just shake me. Sometimes people just dish out something and say, Nana, thank you for the good work. That's enough.
You've been doing so well when it comes to transforming the lives of people in community. Have you been in any way recognized by the community or an organization or individuals in your work?
Okay, so last year I was nominated for MTN Digital Hero of Change, and then I won together with Bastard Boys. Yes, and then we were awarded with 30,000 each. I had 30,000 Ghana cedis, which it's for you. They don't like it for you just to
Use it for
appreciate.
any
Yeah,
cause
yeah,
that you
yeah.
want.
No, but it's
For
for you.
yourself.
Yeah, for yourself. Like for yourself.
Right.
They give it to me for yourself. They not that you are supposed to do something with it, but it's for yourself. And I feel like, okay, Nana, almost all the time it is people that come in to donate to solve people's issues. So I felt like, okay, I'm also not going to do that. I'm going to use the 30,000 that was given to me to also impact the life of someone. And then I started combing, looking for someone um, who needed that help. So I found one man who was once a headsman. He's called Mr. Terrier. And then when I met him, he uses the bot to walk on the floor. He doesn't have a wheelchair. So I found out that he was living in a bad state. I went to his room. He wasn't having any bed or anything. The floor was just it was not even tiled, or there was no cement. He was living in the dust.
Wow.
The roof was leaking and everything. And I said, okay, this 30,000, let me use it on this man. So guess what? I renovated the whole house for him, got him television, got him beds, changed the whole place for him. And guess what? When he was there, he was like an outcast. Nobody cares about him. But because of that intervention, everybody now begins to like him. That very day, everybody were like, "This is an angel." Like an angel visited him. The whole community came, and because of that, one thing I did was, he's old. Let's say he'll be in almost 70s or something, 60, 70 that way. So in every matter or whatsoever, I've been trying to get him. The neighbors have been helping him with their cooking and all that. So I get him food stuffs and then some little token, and even NDA, Nana Donko Ata. She also promised to be sending them something monthly.
Reflecting back the day when you stood in that classroom and they said you are welcome and you didn't know the response.
Yes.
To now, when you are speaking so fluently
Yes.
in English, clever, using your platform to
Yeah.
help people,
Yeah.
topping the class
Yeah.
in those days, being in the UK,
Yes.
reflecting that journey, reflecting back. Do you sometimes talk to yourself?
Yes.
What do you tell yourself?
I sometimes cry. I cry a lot because it makes me emotional. Yeah. Because if I tell you some of the colleagues we have back, and if you go back and you see some of them, so one of the things that is on my heart is some of these people I'm going back to change their lives. Of, if not them, their kids, they also have to have these kind of experiences that I'm having. Yes.
What is your social media handles? How does somebody get to follow you?
Okay, so there is Nanati, Nana, then Tea, as in T. Yes, and it's verified on Facebook. It's verified on Nanati underscore TEA underscore on Instagram. Then Nanati on TikTok. That one is not verified, but I have like over, I think, 167,000 followers.
Ooh.
Yes, and then I have my Telegram, which I use basically for jobs and then for the blood donation, because I have a lot of restrictions on Facebook. Yes, so my that one is also verified. It's Nanati, Nanate. Yes.
You always credit your followers for the success that you achieve almost on every campaign that you embark on. What do you say directly to your followers as we sit here?
Okay, so I'll say Akpe Muchu Midase. Thank you to my followers. They are really amazing. Like I'll say, sometimes I don't even come asking for help or something. But before I realize, they are just trooping in Nana. We want to do this for this person, want to do that. And that's so amazing. So I want to say thank you to my followers, the Nana T community. Thank you.
How long do you hope to take this agenda?
Far, far, very far.
Until?
I'm off this space. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
Right, so this is where we will end the interview. It's been great having a conversation with Nana T. And if you want to follow him, it's Nana. And the T that we drink always, but it's TEA. So just smash it on Facebook and follow him up. You can also be part of this huge community which is actually transforming the lives of people in Ghana. It doesn't matter where you are, you can make an impact. And remember, you can never warm somebody's hands without warming your hands as well. My name is Jacob Quarm, and this is where we end the show. But call me Jake because maybe I'll hear that better more than Jacob Quarm. It's bye.